Alright, what's going on everybody on YouTube? Griffin here, coming back to you guys finally with another live stream from the Millennial Motivation Entrepreneur YouTube channel. First and foremost, before we get going, if you're new to the channel and tuning in for the first time, definitely consider that subscribe button below. We'd love to have you here and have you join our awesome community. We now have about 750 of us here on YouTube, so it's awesome to see that growing, even though I've been gone the last couple of weeks. And if you're not already, feel free to join our totally free Discord group chat. I thought I had it pulled up here. Let me get it pulled up again. I know now that we have right around 115 of you in there, 114 to be exact, or 13 if you exclude the stock bot. But I haven't been super active, as most of you know, in there lately, just because honestly I've had a lot going on. Speaking of which, I'm on like baby duty right now, and she's been content for like the last 30 minutes, but she literally just woke up. So if for some reason she starts to get a little fussy, I'll either bring her over with me and just hold her for a little bit, or I'll have to cut the stream short. And that's pretty much honestly where I've been, guys. I've had to go back to work recently. As you guys know, I took all of September off because we had a baby in the middle of August, and I took all of September off. We did some livestock market trading, all of that. And then as she's gotten older, developing more, she's requiring a lot more attention than I could have ever imagined. And yeah, that's pretty much where I've been, guys. I have not done any trading as of late. I actually pulled all my profits and everything out at the end of September. I ended September up right around like $210, something like that. Whatever I told you guys back in September, I was up. I didn't really do any more trading after that point. So I took my profit and everything out, and I just put it back in my emergency fund just because I honestly simply don't have the time to be doing it right now, at least for the time being. Here in the next, hopefully at the most, couple months, maybe I'll start getting into it more so around like holiday season and whatnot. Also, honestly, the stock market hasn't really been going anywhere as of late either. We have had some volatility over the last couple weeks, about the last 2 weeks or so. Maybe even 3, but with the exception of that, again, still nowhere. I was looking more, whenever I went back to work, more of like a long-term play where I would have caught some of these red days and then rode it out for big gains over a longer period of time, 1 to 2, even 3 months. That was the whole point of me swing trading futures. That was the plan. But really, this market isn't quote-unquote longer term tradable. It's more so a day trader's market right now, has been for honestly the last 2 or 3 years now. Not quite 3, about the last 2 years now. And we really just, again, we haven't gone anywhere. Last 180 days pretty much sideways. We pull up the last 3 years, you can see ever since January of 18, pretty much nowhere. So we're about to go on year 2 essentially of pretty much going nowhere. We're not far off of all-time highs, but again, we just kind of been stuck in this range right around, at lows, right around 2,600, 2,700. Obviously, we had the big drop in December, but with the exception of that, right around 2,700, with a high usually right around where we're at right now, 3,000. So honestly, I've just kind of been sitting. I have, however, been investing into an M1 Finance account. Nothing major. I mean, we're planning on putting like $100 to $200 a month into this. It's up right now, apparently about 1.8%. I don't know if that's accurate exactly. I guess because I have $1 in cash that's not invested. I guess that makes sense. Let me go to the all-time here. And before I get going any further, let me make sure we're doing all right. We got 2 of you tuning in. Hopefully the stream quality is doing okay for you guys. So as you can see, okay, that makes a little bit more sense now. Up $1.85, 1% overall. We literally just started this right around the end of September, mid-September, September 12th to be exact. So we're up 1%, and I'll talk a lot more about M1 Finance within this channel in the future. I know I've done 0 videos on M1 Finance. There's a lot of videos out there, and I personally, I like M1 Finance quite a bit. It's more so what we're using it for is kind of like a bridge account, so to speak. This is more so a longer-term portfolio. I even named this one long-term target exit 2045, just because this is more so of a bridge account for us. You can see we got a few stocks in here. And mostly a lot of like Vanguard stuff. We have an Investico S&P 500, high dividend, low volatility fun there. A lot of dividend stuff in here, guys. We got AT&T, that which of course has like a 6 or 7% dividend. McDonald's, Procter and Gamble, pretty high dividend stuff overall. If we actually go and just take a look, obviously we don't have hardly any money in here, so you got to keep everything in perspective. But if you go over to the activity, you can see just all of the dividends already that have been paid out. It's literally been 1 month since we got in. You can see September 11th, put the money in. September 12th is when we got in. We got a dividend the first week. Obviously, again, you got to keep all this in perspective. It's only $200 in the account at all, so obviously it's going to be pennies of dividends, but everything adds up over time. You keep putting money in, you keep reinvesting the dividends in, and then over time, of course, you plan on it continuing to grow. But I mean, as you can see, we've got how many dividends? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dividends already, and it's literally been just over a month. Some of them are quarterly too, of course. So again, you got to keep everything in perspective. But I think overall, I have a pretty good, decently balanced portfolio here. Heavy on the growth and utilities. Because what I've noticed is a lot of times if growth and whatnot is kind of lagging, usually utilities is going up quite a bit. Utilities for us at one point was up like 4.5%, while growth was down about 1.5% to 2%. So everything tends to kind of balance each other out. You can see Realty Income Corporation has been doing really well for us so far, up almost 8%. I highly suggest you guys go check that one out, by the way, because that's also a monthly dividend paying. I don't know, I think it's a REIT, if I remember right. And they've just been doing crazy good the last year or two, at record highs. Starbucks is our lagger by far. If it wasn't for Starbucks, we'd be up a little bit more. And then what else? Procter and Gamble, as of late, has slumped a little bit. Apple's doing pretty well. Target's doing pretty well as well. And then, of course, Home Depot. Just overall, we wanted to get companies that we believe in. We believe are going to still be here 20, 30 years from now and be thriving still 20, 30 years from now. I was telling my fiance, I think companies like Starbucks and Target, I think Starbucks, of all of them that we have here, I think Starbucks could easily double or triple over the next 20 years for sure. And of course, the Target exit, quote unquote, is 2045. Exit is in we start pulling money out of this bridge account. So I mean, you're talking another 26 years essentially, and Starbucks is hovering right around like $90 or something like that. So definitely a lot of time for everything to play out. We're talking Starbucks essentially going from $80, $90 to about $170, $180. That's kind of my price target's $200 on Starbucks over the next decade, 1 to 2 decades. But again, this is just more so of a longer term thing, and that's what we started. We also started a account for little one over there who's starting to talk to us a little bit, as you can hear, I'm sure. So I'll probably have to go get her in a minute. But we started an account for her for school and whatnot, a 529, all that good stuff. So other than that, like I said, we haven't really done a whole lot. I mean, we just literally been focusing on her. My fiance starting to work a little bit here and there, thus me on baby duty right now. And that's pretty much where I've been. I'm trying to figure out this whole work, life, YouTube, investing balance, because a baby requires a whole lot more attention than you can ever imagine, which I'm sure any of you that have kids know that as well. And she's starting to get fussy. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap the stream up. I just wanted to give you all an update overall just on what's all been going on. Still trying to figure out the whole work-life balance, but I am still alive, still doing well. I was feeling a little bit off for a little bit for a couple weeks. I mentioned that in Discord. But other than that, I'm fine now, doing well. Actually getting back in the gym the last couple weeks too, which I noticed has helped a little bit. So again, if you're not in there, link to get in our Discord group chat is down in the description box. If you haven't already, definitely make sure to hit the subscribe button. We'd love to have you here. Like I said, we're right around 750 of us here now, and I plan on doing more videos in the future in regards to, and let me know in the comments, by the way, if you guys want me to do like more videos about M1 Finance, how M1 Finance works. I didn't really get into that hardly at all, because as you can see, I mean, I'm in the, like, Starbucks, for example. I have $11.90 worth of Starbucks. when you know Starbucks is like a $90 stock roughly right now. So how does that work exactly? How can you buy partial shares, all that good stuff? And there's a whole bunch of other stuff within M1 Finance that we could go over too. I plan on doing those in the near future, but if there's any specific videos about M1 Finance or even Robinhood or the new like zero commissions with like TD Ameritrade, all that, we got a lot of video ideas, but if there's any that you guys want me to tackle first, let me know in the comments and after this video uploads, and I'll be sure to get on those first for you guys. And like I said, if you haven't already, make sure to hit the subscribe button below. And if you enjoyed this quick little catch up and whatnot, hit the like button. I greatly appreciate that. And like I said, hopefully overall the stream quality has been good for you guys. And I don't know if I ever showed you guys my little one. Well, now she's going back to sleep, so I don't want to go pick her up. But I'll do a video in the future letting you guys see the little one. She's now over 2 months old already. Time is flying by for sure. But yeah, that's pretty much where I've been, guys. Like I said, I haven't done any sort of type of trading lately. I don't want to do it unless if I have the time to sit down and analyze my trade and get in at a good time, of course. And like I said, right now this market's just, it's indecisive right now. I think we're going to continue with this into next year until the election. And honestly, if Trump gets reelected, I see the market going up, making new all-time highs, probably reaching 3,500 by the end of his next term, which I think is going to happen. But until then, I think the market's going to kind of trade sideways unless if we roll over into a recession, of course. So I'm kind of just sitting, waiting, piling up money, invested into the 401k at work still, starting to invest a little bit here and there into my bridge account, just kind of setting up for everything and just waiting, essentially. So, again, thank you guys for tuning in. Like I said, if you liked the video, definitely make sure to smash the like button. I greatly appreciate that. And if you're new to the channel, like I said, we'd love to have you here. Definitely consider the subscribe button below if you're looking to join an awesome community. And while you're at it, like I said, we have that Discord group chat with now well over 100 members in there, about 115 of us in there now. We'd love to add you there as well. But until next time, guys, keep on going out there, making your profits, covering your profits, and achieving your financial freedom this year. And I will see you guys hopefully very soon. Like I said, let me know in the comments what videos you want me to do next, specifically finance related, but any video ideas. Just let me know in the comments, and I'll be sure to hit those first for you guys. But until then, take it easy, guys.